What do you think is the biggest obstacle on the road to success? Most people would answer fear. Yes, the fear of failure, criticism, and the unknown is a natural instinct. But let me tell you a secret. You don't actually need to fear fear. If you learn how to manage it, fear can become your greatest ally. Imagine what would happen if, instead of standing frozen in front of fear, you saw it as an opportunity. The most successful people do exactly that. So, let's first understand what fear really is. Where does it come from? Keep watching to learn how to transform fear into unshakable confidence. Step 1. Recognizing fear. The first step to managing fear is to understand it. Where do your fears come from? In reality, fear is a mechanism our brain creates to protect us. However, it often turns into a barrier that holds us back. Let's explore the main types of fear. Self-doubt. Do you question your abilities? Does the thought, "Am I good enough?" constantly run through your mind? Remember, no one is born perfect. Skills and confidence are built over time. Fear of failure. Does the question, "What if I fail?" stop you from taking action? In truth, failure is part of growth. Every mistake is a lesson. Don't forget, those who succeed are the ones who don't fear failure. Fear of criticism. Do other people's opinions matter too much to you? People will always have something to say, whether you succeed or fail. The key is not letting their words hold you back. But here's another secret. Even successful people feel fear. The difference is they don't let it control them. Instead, they use fear as a signal and turn it into motivation. You can do this too. How? Listen carefully to what I'm about to share. Step 2. Facing fear. You can't overcome fear without facing it. Many people try to run from this feeling. But no matter how far you run, fear stays inside and keeps holding you back. In reality, fear can be transformed into strength if you move towards it. But how? Step 3. Visualizing the worst-case scenario. What's the worst that could happen? Fear often paralyzes us because our brain exaggerates the danger. But take a moment to think realistically. What's the absolute worst that could happen? For example, imagine you have to give a presentation at work and you're afraid. Your mind might be filled with these thoughts. If I forget my words, everyone will laugh at me. No one will like my ideas. My boss will think I'm incompetent. Now let's look at reality. If you forget your words, you can simply glance at your notes or slides and continue. Even if not everyone likes your ideas, you will still learn from the experience. Your boss will see that you're improving, and this will be valuable experience for you. Fear loses its power when you confront it with logic. So instead of running from it, use it to your advantage. The strongest people aren't the ones without fear. They are the ones who act despite it. As you can see, the things you fear are not as terrifying as you think. If you start training your brain to understand this, fear will no longer hold you back. Instead, it will guide you. Sometimes fear feels so overwhelming that overcoming it seems impossible. But this is often because we see it as one big obstacle. However, if you break fear down into smaller parts, it becomes much easier to handle. As you take small steps forward, your brain will start recognizing your achievements, and fear's grip on you will weaken. For example, are you afraid of public speaking? Don't start by speaking in front of a huge audience right away. That might increase your stress levels. Instead, create a step-by-step plan to manage your fear. Step 1. Speak in front of a mirror. See yourself as a leader. The first step is to observe your voice and body language in a setting with no audience. Speaking in front of a mirror offers several benefits. You can analyze your expressions and gestures. It helps you adjust your speaking pace and tone. It sends a message to your brain, "I am ready for this." If you need to give a presentation, practice it in front of the mirror. Observe your facial expressions and analyze what you can improve to appear more confident. It may feel unusual at first, but these exercises will build your confidence. Step 2. Speak in front of a small group of friends. Get comfortable in a familiar setting. Once you're comfortable speaking in front of a mirror, the next step is to practice in a low-pressure environment. Speaking in front of friends or family can help you feel more at ease. This step will allow you to receive feedback and identify areas for improvement. Build confidence when speaking in front of others. Get used to handling criticism in a positive way. Example, the next time you're sitting with a group of friends, try explaining a short version of your presentation to them. If you're sharing an idea, observe their reactions and work on speaking more confidently. Step 3. Speak in front of a larger group. Get ready for a real audience. Once you feel confident speaking in front of friends, it's time to step up and speak in front of a larger group. This could be your classmates, colleagues, or even participants at a seminar. What will this step help you achieve? You'll gain real audience experience. You'll learn to stay calm under pressure. You'll realize that overcoming fear is absolutely possible. For example, if you have to give a presentation at work or university, volunteer at least once and speak about a small topic. Even if you feel fear affecting you, remember, every time you repeat the process, this feeling will fade. Many people believe that achieving success requires taking huge leaps. However, in reality, the biggest changes happen through small, consistent steps. Even the most successful people have faced fear, but they overcame it gradually by improving themselves step by step. One of the best examples of this comes from the world of sports. Think about a marathon. Runner, no one is ready to run 42 kilo on the first day. They start with 1 kilometer a day, then increase to 3 kilometer, then 10 kilometers, and over time, their body and mind adapt to the challenge. The same approach applies to overcoming fear. Instead of trying to face all your fears at once, break them into smaller parts and prepare yourself gradually. Each small success erases self-limiting fears in your mind and replaces them with confidence. As your brain accepts success, fear will have less power over you. Often we exaggerate our fears in our minds, but when we test them with small steps, we realize that they are not as difficult as we imagined. For example, if you fear public speaking, you might feel nervous the first time you try it. But by the second or third time, you'll feel more comfortable and realize that it's not as scary as you thought. Confidence is built gradually. Every small success is a foundation stone in your mind. With each step, your self-confidence will grow, and you'll become more prepared for bigger challenges. Don't let fear hold you back. Each time you fight your fears with small steps, you'll feel their power weakening. The key is to take action. Don't see your goals as too big or scary. Break them into smaller parts. Be consistent. Take a small step every day. As your brain registers each new victory, your confidence will grow. Use this method and don't let fear stop you. Every small victory will make you a stronger and more confident person. Learn to control your emotions. Send a powerful signal to your brain. Fear triggers physiological reactions in our bodies. Imagine a pedestrian suddenly seeing an approaching car. At that moment, their body automatically enters fight or flight mode. This reaction is designed to protect you, but sometimes we experience the same feelings in situations where there is no real danger. Do you know how fear manifests in the body? Your heart rate increases, your body prepares for danger. Your hands may tremble. Your adrenaline levels rise as your brain gets your body ready for defense. Your breathing becomes faster. Your body takes in more oxygen to help you react quickly. What's the problem? These reactions occur even when there is no real physical threat, such as when speaking in public, meeting new people, or facing a big opportunity. However, you can train your brain to send a new signal and take control of these physiological responses. Whenever you feel fear, use these techniques to regain control over your body and mind. 1. Control your breathing. The way you breathe can completely change how you react to fear. Most people breathe faster and more shallowly when they are scared, which puts their brain under even more stress. However, by controlling your breathing, you can send a signal to your brain to calm down. The 4-4-4 breathing technique. Inhale for 4 seconds. Take a deep breath through your nose. Hold for 4 seconds. Give your brain time to distribute oxygen throughout your body. Exhale for 4 seconds. Slowly release your breath and relax. If you practice this technique 4 or 5 times before stepping on stage or in a stressful situation, your body and brain will calm down and your heart rate will return to normal. Remember, your brain believes the words you tell it. If in a moment of fear, you say negative things like, "I can't do this," or "this is too hard," your brain will accept them and increase your fear. But you can reprogram it. Tell yourself these powerful statements. "I can do this," because you have already prepared for it. "This is an opportunity for me." See fear not as an obstacle, but as a chance for growth. Fear cannot control me. Remember, you have the power to take control over fear. Let's go back to an earlier example. Imagine you are about to give a presentation and feel extremely nervous. Right before speaking, tell yourself, "I can engage my audience. They want to hear me." This will help convince your brain and reduce your anxiety. Control your body language. Take a confident posture. Your body posture sends signals to your brain, either "I am strong" or "I am scared." If you slouch your shoulders, let your hands shake, or stand hunched over, your brain will make you feel weak and afraid. But if you change your posture, your brain will boost your confidence. For a confident posture, stand tall, keep your shoulders back and your head up. Relax your hands, don't clench your fists when nervous. Keep them open and calm. Smile. Send a message to your brain that "I am relaxed." According to research from Harvard University, standing in a power pose for just 2 minutes, e.g., standing tall with your hands on your hips, increases testosterone levels and decreases stress hormones. This means that even if you don't feel confident, holding a strong posture can send a signal to your brain that says, "I am powerful." As you practice these techniques, you will start to feel that you control fear, rather than fear controlling you. The key is to respond to fear in the right way. Calm your breathing, send a relaxation signal to your brain. Use powerful words, control your thoughts. Change your body language. A confident posture will empower your brain. Your brain is programmable. Science proves it. If you program your brain for fear, it will doubt everything, avoid risks, and constantly be cautious. But if you program it for confidence and success, it will start seeing challenges as opportunities, become open to risk-taking, and take action to grow. How can you reprogram your brain for confidence? Your brain believes the words you tell it. Every time you say, "I can't do this," "I'm not good enough," "This is too hard for me," you are programming your brain for fear and failure. Immediately replace those thoughts with empowering beliefs. "I can't do this. I can learn this. I will fail. I am improving and progressing. This is too hard. This challenge will make me stronger." Imagine you are starting a new business and fear starts creeping in. If you say, "This won't work for me," your brain will focus on fear instead of looking for solutions. But if you say, "This is challenging, but I can learn and grow," your brain will actively find ways to succeed. Don't forget your past successes. Sometimes fear blinds us to our past achievements. But the truth is, you have already overcome many difficulties in life. Ask yourself, what challenges have I successfully overcome in the past? When have I felt unprepared but ended up succeeding? What used to scare me but now feels easy? For example, remember the first time you drove a car? It probably felt overwhelming, but now it's second nature to you. The same applies to other challenges in life. The more you practice, the less fear controls you. Who you surround yourself with matters. Your subconscious is shaped by the people you interact with daily. If you are surrounded by fearful, pessimistic, and doubtful people, their mindset will slowly influence you. But if you surround yourself with confident, goal-oriented, and success-driven individuals, their energy and mindset will empower you. Your brain will automatically adopt their way of thinking, and you will become more confident too. Notice that successful people in sports or business are always surrounded by other successful individuals. That's because once you reach a certain level of mindset and energy, you naturally gravitate toward those who share the same drive. So, take a moment to analyze the people around you. Do they inspire you? Or do they constantly feed your fears? Do you feel stronger and more motivated after talking to them? Or do you feel drained? Do they push you toward success, or do they hold you back by increasing your doubts? If your environment is holding you back, change it. Meet new people who share your ambition. Read books, watch motivational videos, and study successful people to learn from their mindset. Fear can control you if you let it, but your brain is waiting for your command. You decide how to program it. Replace negative thoughts with positive ones. Remind yourself of past achievements to build confidence. Choose your circle wisely. Surround yourself with people who believe in you. As you do this, fear will fade, making room for confidence and self-belief. Remember, you are the one programming your mind, so don't focus on fear. Focus on faith in yourself. Now it's time for action. Confidence isn't just about thinking positively. The key to building it is taking action. If you don't take real steps, you will never fully realize your inner strength. Take risks and try new things. Step out of your comfort zone. The most confident people constantly seek new experiences because they are not afraid to challenge themselves. Staying in your comfort zone might feel safe, but it won't help you grow. The only thing that increases confidence is experience. Here's how you can start. Learn a new skill. If you fear public speaking, start by recording small videos of yourself and analyzing your performance. Do something that challenges you. If you hesitate to share your ideas, actively participate in group discussions. Take small but meaningful risks. Instead of always doing the same tasks, take on a new project and test your abilities. Final thought. Every time you try something new, your brain sends you the signal, "Look, you did it!" And with that, your confidence grows. Confidence builds gradually. It doesn't appear overnight. It strengthens as you accumulate small daily victories. If you don't acknowledge your achievements, your brain will quickly forget them, making you feel like you're always not good enough. Example. Each evening, write down at least 3 small wins, no matter how simple they seem. Today, I gathered my courage and spoke in front of my team. I successfully completed a task I had never done before. Despite my fear, I introduced myself to new people today. As you build this habit over time, your brain will start seeing you as a successful person, which will naturally boost your confidence. Your task, start tracking your wins. From today onward, write down at least 3 small achievements every evening. Even the simplest things count. The key is to help your brain recognize your progress. Learn from every failure. Failure is not the end, it is your greatest teacher. Many people see failure as a dead end, but in reality, it is just an opportunity to improve. If you analyze your mistakes and learn from them, you will become stronger and more confident. I've shared these examples before, but they are worth repeating. Thomas Edison failed 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. When someone said, "You failed 1,000 times," he replied, "I didn't fail 1,000 times. I simply found 1,000 ways that didn't work." Michael Jordan, one of the greatest basketball players of all time, also experienced countless failures. I have missed over 9,000 shots in my career. I have lost more than 300 games. 26 times I was trusted to make the game-winning shot, and I missed. I have failed over and over again, and that is why I succeed. Turn failures into lessons. After every setback, ask yourself, what did I learn from this failure? How can I do better next time? How can this challenge strengthen my confidence? As you analyze failures, you will stop seeing them as something to fear and start viewing them as opportunities to grow. Confidence grows through action. If you apply these principles, your confidence will increase day by day. But don't just think about it, take real steps. By following these strategies, you're no longer letting fear control you. You are in the driver's seat of your own life. Think about this. Today, compared to the version of you before reading this, you are already stronger, braver, and more confident. Because now you understand that fear is not a barrier, it can be turned into power. Let me repeat this one more time. Every successful person once felt fear. But they didn't surrender to it, they learned to control it. And now you're on the same path. Remember, confidence is not something you're born with, it's something you build. Strong people are not fearless, they just know how to manage their fears. If you apply these lessons, your life will be filled with more opportunities. Now only one step remains, taking action. Make a promise to yourself from this moment forward. You will trust your confidence, not your fears. You will no longer avoid risks, because you know that growth comes from stepping outside your comfort zone. You will celebrate your small victories, because they pave the way for bigger successes. You will not fear failure, because every failure is a lesson and a new opportunity. From today onward, use your confidence to overcome your fears. You are already stronger, now it's time to prove it to the world. Thank you for watching until the end. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share your thoughts in the comments. See you again soon.